What's up, everybody? This is Read the Bible with me. I'm Stan Jr., and today we're looking at Exodus chapter 16. I'm so excited that you decided to wake up and read the Bible with me today. I read the Bible every day, one chapter a day, and go ahead and click that like button. It really helps the the YouTube algorithm work. It helps the Facebook algorithm work as well. But YouTube algorithm, it helps it work more efficiently, as well as click subscribe if you would like to read the Bible every day. If you want to work on good habits and practice good habits, then here we are. This will help. So now, Exodus chapter 16. Oh, before I start, I gotta thank all my patrons. Always, thank you so much. Your monthly gift makes this possible. If you'd like to become a patron, support this ministry, click the link in the description box and be able to do that. So chapter 16 says, they set out from Ilium, and all the congregation of the people of Israel came to the wilderness of Sin. The wilderness of Sin. Interesting, right? Which is between Ilium and Sinai, on the 15th day of the second month after they had departed from the land of Egypt. And the whole congregation of the people of Israel grumbled against Moses and Aaron in the wilderness. And the people of Israel said to them, would that we had died by the hand of the Lord in the land of Egypt, when we sat by the meat pots and ate bread to the full? For you have brought us out into the wilderness to kill this whole assembly with hunger. So now they're mad about not having any food when they were just in Egypt and they felt like they had food there. And so then the Lord said to Moses, behold, I am about to rain bread from heaven for you. And the people shall go out and gather a day's portion every day, that I may test them whether they will walk in my law or not. On the sixth day, when they prepare what they bring in, it will be twice as much as they gather daily. So Moses and Aaron said to the people of Israel, at evening you shall know that it was the Lord who brought you out of the land of Egypt, and in the morning you shall see the glory of the Lord. For what are we that you grumble against us? And Moses said, when the Lord gives you in the evening meat to eat, and in the morning bread to the full, because of the Lord has heard your grumbling, that you grumble against him. What are we? Your grumbling is not against us, but against the Lord. Many people grumble against the pastor or the man of God, and they really, don't beat yourself up about it if you're a pastor, because they really don't like God. If they don't like what the pastor is preaching, and what he's preaching is the word of God, they're just afraid to say they don't like God. They don't like what God has to say. Don't be that person. If you don't like what the Lord has to say, change. It's time for you to change. It's time for you to pray about, okay, God, this is really challenging me. How in the world can you inform my heart to love what you love and to hate what you hate, Lord? And so what that does is, look in the mirror. Don't look at nobody else. You need to know and face up and own up to you actually not liking what God is saying. And that is your flesh. So you've got to resist that. It says, the Moses said, when the Lord gives you the evening meat to eat, in the morning bread to the full, because the Lord has heard your grumbling, that you grumble against him. What are we? Your grumbling is not against us, but it is against the Lord. Then Moses said to Aaron, say to the whole congregation of the people of Israel, come near before the Lord, for he has heard your grumbling. And as soon as Aaron spoke to the whole congregation of the people of Israel, they looked toward the wilderness, and behold, the glory of the Lord appeared in the cloud. And the Lord said to Moses, I have heard the grumbling of the people of Israel. Say to them, at twilight you shall eat meat, and in the morning you shall be filled with bread. Then you shall know that I am the Lord your God. In the evening, quail came up and covered the camp, and in the morning dew lay on the ground of the camp. And when the dew had gone up, there was on the face of the wilderness a fine flake-like thing, fine as frost on the ground. When the people of Israel saw it, they said to one another, what is this? For they did not know what it was. And Moses said to them, it is the bread that the Lord has given you to eat. This is what the Lord has commanded. Gather of it, each of you, as much as he can eat. You shall each take an omer according to the number of the persons that each of you has in his tent. And the people of Israel did so. And so they gathered, some more, some less. But when they measured it with an omer, whoever gathered much had nothing left over, and whoever gathered little had no lack. Each of them gathered as much as he could eat. And Moses said to them, "Let no one leave any of it over till the morning." But they did not listen to Moses. Some left part of it till the morning, and it bred worms and stank, and Moses was angry with them. Morning by morning they gathered in, each as much as he could eat. But when the sun grew hot, it melted. So the first thing that God did when he brought them out of the wilderness is started to change their eating habits. Remember, God said, "I'm going to give you bread for the day." Okay? And so many times they gathered more than they needed because they were slaves before, and so they didn't know when their next meal was coming. So God was teaching them how to trust him. You've got to understand that God is giving you what you need every day so that you will trust him for the next day. Even if you have money, you should always trust God. At the end of the day, it is God who gives us the ability to gain wealth. So trusting God is a daily act. It is not something that goes away when you are financially stable. You must trust God every single day. And he was teaching the Israelites to do that because they have been in slavery for so long. Their minds were to just hold everything that they have. But when God delivers you and he frees you from something, it gives you the choice to trust him. Now, let's finish up. It says, on the sixth day, they gathered twice as much bread, 2 omers each. And when all of the leaders of the congregation came and told Moses, he said to them, "This is what the Lord has commanded. Tomorrow is a day of solemn rest, a holy Sabbath to the Lord. Bake what you will, bake and boil what you will, and all that is left over lay aside to be kept till the morning." So they laid it aside till the morning, and Moses commanded them, and it did not stink, and there were no worms in it. So Moses said, "Eat it today, for today is a Sabbath to the Lord. Today you will not find it in the field. 6 days you shall gather in, but on the 7th day, which is the Sabbath, there will be none." On the 7th day, some of the people still went out to gather, but they found nothing. And the Lord said to Moses, "How long will you refuse to keep my commandments and my laws? See, the Lord has given you the Sabbath. Therefore, on the 6th day, he gives you bread for 2 days. Remain each of you in his place. Let no one go out of his place on the 7th day." So the people rested on the 7th day. Now the house of Israel called its name manna. It was like a coriander seed, white, and the taste of it was like wafers made with honey. So Moses said, "This is what the Lord has commanded. Let an omer be kept throughout your generations, so that they may see the bread with which I fed you in the wilderness, when I brought you out of the land of Egypt." And Moses said to Aaron, "Take a jar and put an omer of manna in it, and place it before the Lord to be kept throughout your generations." And the Lord commanded Moses, so Aaron placed it before the testimony to be kept. The people of Israel ate the manna 40 years till they came to a habitable land. They ate the manna till they came to the border of the land of Canaan. An omer is the 10th part of an ephah. And that was Exodus chapter 16. Thank you so much for reading the Bible with me. I love your company. As always, thank you for just spending some time with me and the Lord, reading through the entire Bible, 1 chapter a day, every day. Thank you. Next time I see you, we'll be reading Exodus chapter 17. God bless you. Have a beautiful day. Peace.